1.6 here again. It's been a while, I know, I'm aware of this. Unfortunately, real life ensued, and I've started a new world here in the Direwolf20 1.6 pack, and this is Skybase. So it's not really sky-ish, like it's still below clouds. It's just on the top of a mountain here. And I wanted like a floating platform base this time, so I didn't have to worry about spending so much time guarding against mobs. They can't actually reach me up here, so yeah. So this is my garden. Sorry about the weather. Not much I can do about that at the moment. Haven't got anything to turn the rain off, so yeah. Got a little cow farm. I'm going to set up a rancher machine to get feathers and wool from those guys. This is like an MFR farm. It just sends wheat to a breeder over here. The cows automatically move via chronotyper, so the baby cows are sent over here, and then I just switch on whichever one of these two machines I want. The grinder gives me the leather and beef from the cows, or I can turn on the slaughterhouse if I want the liquid meat and pink slime. At the moment I've actually got none of them on, so the cows are just sitting there. What else? Rubber farm, which I've got turned off because I've actually got a full thing of rubber, so I didn't see the point in having it on right now. This is an open block sprinkler, which I had on. I did have a farm over here as well, but I've moved it. This just keeps everything growing fast, so from here it can kind of reach everywhere. I've got a manual carrot farm. I don't have a use for carrots right at the moment. I needed a few to get the breeder, so yeah, basically just set up a little manual plot. Eventually if I need to automate that I will, but yeah, right now I don't really need it. My surroundings are pretty good. I actually didn't start here. I started down that way. There's a swamp all the way over there. And yeah, so there's my usual starting grotto on the side of a hill is down there. But I decided to find somewhere high up. So when I eventually was ready to move bases, I came up here. I am in bat form, so I'm flying around. It's probably the easiest starting way to get flight is use morph. If you can find a bat, that's the first thing was finding a bat. It took me ages to actually find a bat. Yeah, usual typical thing where if you need something, it's not there. And yeah, and you gotta go to the nether. That's default settings in morph. You gotta actually travel to the nether. That's like the mid game thing. So yeah, like if you've got bat morph already, you can't actually fly with it until you've been to the nether. I think that's to balance it with other mods that require things like glowstone for jetpacks. So like industrial craft jetpacks, I think, and I think some other ones as well, like probably the rotary craft one, I think, is like that as well. So yeah, so I guess that's pretty fair. So once you're at that point where you can probably get flight by other means, then you can use it. So I've got a pretty typical steam boiler set up, steam oven and crafting pipe, so it makes steam via wood. So 9 logs make 9 charcoal, and then the charcoal auto feeds into here because this is a supply pipe set to infinitely supply charcoal, and that just keeps everything running. A bunch of steam dynamos, and I've got a couple of different energy cells. I've got a hardened energy cell to supply the farm stuff, so all the farm machines run off this, and the redstone energy cell on the back here is slowly filling because all but one of these dynamos is just enough power. That's like, so there's 10 dynamos in the back, say, so that's 800 RF per tick going into that cell, well, into both of these cells being shared. So as long as this one stays full, which it will pretty much, just needs a little bit to top up each time, and the rest of it goes in the back, and that redstone energy cell fills, well, it feeds two systems. So this cable here goes over to the workshop on the back there, and it also runs this way to the laser drill. So that 800 RF going into the cell is enough to feed this on its own. So as long as I'm not using the workshop for anything, this laser drill is running constantly. The problem I'm having is that it can actually take more power, but the cells, I've only got 2 hardened energy cells here, and they'll input 400 each, and they'll output 400 each. So while there can be more running down the line, because that energy cell over there can actually feed more than 800, if it had more than 800 going into it, yeah, like these 2 cells can only take that much anyway. So if I had like a couple more, I want to eventually have 2 more cells here, and then I can do, it can take 1600 at a time, which would be good because this cell can actually output up to 2000, I think. Yeah, 2000 max output. So that would be good. But yeah, I haven't got that yet. So working my way up to that. Now the reason I put in 1 extra is so that there's more than 800. So that way any extra, so that extra 80, if a little bit goes into this, into the farm dynamo, or if I'm using a machine or whatever, it'll just go to that. And if I'm not doing anything, it will just fill this, which it's doing pretty well. I do have the stuff to actually make this into the top tier, the resonant energy cell, but I'm low on ender pearls. I don't have anything that can get me ender pearls, and I haven't managed to find any ender lilies. I've only got 1 ender pearl from an enderman I found, and that's it. It's pretty bad. So there's a lot of stuff I can't do because of that. What else? I haven't got any Tinker's Construct stuff yet. So this is my pretty basic storage at this point. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of wood. Saplings normally would go in here, but I think there's still storage in the planter for the farm that's out there, so it's going over there. I've got a little bit of Ars Magica stuff over here happening. Neutral Nexus, Crafting Altar, Light Nexus, Mountain Battery. I don't know, this might actually be full. No, it's not. Okay. This won't actually be doing anything at the moment because it's nighttime. I've only made my first spell, so I'm not super high advanced. Just a basic healing spell. What else? I don't know. I've got plenty of apples. I was thinking about doing a second boiler for more steam, and maybe making a liquid one. I've got plenty of apples and there's plenty of saplings happening, so I could share the saplings between the farm and like an ethanol production or something. Or maybe going biofuel and automating those carrots, doing like wheat, carrots and potatoes or something. I've got some potatoes in storage, so I could do just something like that. Don't know. But yeah, this thing's pretty cool. It's not very fast, but it's still cool. And if I could give it more power, it would be a lot quicker. And at the moment, it's actually getting more types than it is quantities. So I'm gonna have to probably either increase the chest or actually set up an extraction pipe or something. I did start setting this up. I've got these 2 machines running off the farm. This is the farm conduit here. It just runs around to the sludge boiler over there. So I've just continued that conduit over here, and this is I'm gonna set up some of the ores that I know can be pulverized to go into here. get pulverized, and then auto smelt. I didn't want to have all the byproducts coming down here because I wasn't sure that I have to work out what byproducts can actually go down there. I think so. The byproduct is iron, so that's okay. I think that's lead. Gold, iron ore produces ferrous, that should be okay. So these are actually okay, I think. So I can probably actually say in here to make that orange. That should be alright. Because I know some of the things, the byproducts, don't pulverize. They're like other, like sulfur and things like that. They don't smelt. And you don't want to like bog up the furnace. So I've got power running here. I just need to run a conduit, run a pipe over here, and set up an extracting pipe on this. This rain is really annoying, isn't it? Oh well, you get that. It rains a lot here for some reason. And yeah, this is I made a second pulverizer. So this one will be for the stuff that can't be set up like this, that needs a second output. So input will be I guess probably top as well, and we'll just run a thing over, and maybe output on one side. Now we might output out the back, we'll make that yellow like that, and the bottom can be power. Yeah, that looks good. So this can be stuff like, what have we got in here? So, let's see. See, aluminium can't be pulverized at all. It can be smelted, but you can do induction smelter as well and get double, so I might do that. So I'll probably need another machine in there for that. Coal, I think, can be pulverized, yep, but there's no byproduct in that, but that's okay, so we can put that through a pulverizer. But see, you don't want to smelt it, so that'll be on that second one. And what else? Saltpeter pulverizes to niter, and that won't smelt, so. And soda's quartz, you can't smelt these things, so that'll be just in that second pulverizer. Redstone as well. Yeah, there you go, to get cinnabar. Probably pulverize the glowstone, I suppose. Maybe just keep it in blocks. I'll just go inside. Stupid storm. So yeah, that'll be. So I have to set up another one of these basic pipes on there. I think I've got another one. Let's have a look. So this is the workshop over here at the moment. I'll probably eventually move the enchanting table out of here. Because yeah, there's like no industrial craft machines in here at all yet. So I did have a basic industrial craft set up here with a geothermal, but yeah, I haven't actually used it for a while. Okay, so let's see. Basic logistics pipe. Oh, good, I've got one left. Excellent. So let's stick that over. Oh, we need some stone pipes as well, I guess. Yeah, I started having a look at the Project Red, the new transport pipes and stuff. It is a bit like logistics pipes. It uses different things. Like you use the the lumars. You know, these things are what you normally use to make lamps and stuff. So they're using these as like the chipset materials as well, which is kind of cool. It just dyes in glowstone, as opposed to say if I look up logistics pipes in here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the same sort of thing. What was it? What was the thing? I think it was just like a basic. Hang on, let's have a look. What was this thing that we were looking at? Extractor chip. Okay, so the same sort of thing in logistics pipes. would be like that guy, right? And he just needs more iron and some blue dye. So the cheapest way out is like this redstone chipset, say. And here this guy would be, yeah, so probably like slightly more redstone cost and more dyes, and probably more gold, so it's a little bit more expensive. But yeah, I don't know about the pipes, so I can't actually remember. I think you get more pipes per one, so you get 16 instead of 8. So yeah, I don't know. It probably I haven't really extensively tried it yet, so it probably works out fairly similar. And yeah, I haven't been doing a lot recently. My latest thing was wanting to put a platform under the pipes so I don't have to fly around, because when you're using your crescent hammer to take out things like this, like I'm going to have to remove this section, I think, or is it this section? I can't remember. There's one of these I have to get rid of. I think it's this one. And shift right clicking these to remove them when you're flying is really irritating, because shift goes down. So yeah, I've started putting a platform of cloud in here, because you can stand on the cloud, and then you can take things out as needed. Yeah, so that was a cool use for clouds. I was going to use them just aesthetically, just to surround the bottom of the platform, so it just looks like it's all floating on cloud. But yeah, the fact that you can stand on them, that's too cool. So I'm going to mine up a heap of these clouds up here, you can see up there, and use them for that. This thing here is just how I got grass up there. Obviously when you're placing dirt on its own, it's not going to grow grass unless it's new grass, so I used a piston and pushed a block of grass up here. A simple way to get grass up to a new farm area. It works. So this was all this grass was grown from that one block over there. What else have I got to show you? I haven't really got a project in the works as such. I've got a couple of ideas. I'm going to do a blaze farm using a couple of things. I've got a Mistcraft Age over here. This one, I think. Yeah, Age 4. That has nether fortresses. So I was going to go around and snag a bunch of blaze spawners from the fortresses, and just with a gravity gun, and bring it back through a portal. So I haven't got a mist portal yet, but I do have a whole lot of the crystals, so I can make a portal to and from, and then I should be able to hopefully grab a spawner block with gravity gun and then walk through the portal, and with any luck I'll still have the spawn on the other side. I haven't actually tried it yet, but this room here, it's a bit of a mess at the moment, but it's going to be like a transport hub. So I'm going to have all my portals and books and things in this room, and yeah, so that's the plan anyway. I've got I'm not going to have a nether portal here because they're just noisy and annoying, but I've got a book to the nether which goes to my portal. I do already have a portal, obviously, because I've got Batflat, so yeah. So that's what's going to be happening. So this is like intro to maybe a couple of other episodes, and yeah, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, I'm liking this thing. Potentially this laser drill could be really useful. You give it enough power, I think, because yeah, the amount of stuff is proportional to how much power you give it. At the moment it's struggling because this thing just hasn't got enough juice coming in. But if we get a few more cells here feeding them, I think it would be cool. So yeah, or maybe upgrade the cells. I don't know. We'll see how we go. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really have a plan for this episode. It's more just a tour. But yeah, I think it was a good tour. So I'm gonna see if I can make the projects that I do this time around a little bit different. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't. There's some mods that I haven't really gone a lot of the way through all of them. Like Ars Magica, I've never touched. Thorncraft, I've never made it to the very end. I've gotten part of the way through, but I've never really recorded all of it or anything. So I'll see if I can do some more Thorncraft. There are some tainted biomes nearby. There's one to the north and one to the whatever the direction that is. What direction is that? East? Yeah. So maybe I could do some Thorncraft just to, in the very least, just to fend off the taint, because we don't want that spreading out further, because that could be a bit of a mess. And I don't know what else. Can't really see what mods are in the thing. It's a Direwolf20 pack though, so I guess I could have a look at the mod list and see what else we can do. But yeah, just sort of trying to get a stable power. I think the power grid's pretty good at the moment with the steam boiler, so and yeah, farm's gonna run forever, so that's good. I don't know, might see if I can set up some industrial craft stuff. The last world I played on I didn't record, but I had industrial craft up to pretty much the top tier. I was building iridium, but there's a bug that kills, like it crashes the world. I think. Oh no, it crashes clients and any nearby clients for anyone who's using the GUI for the machines that, what are they called, the pattern storage machines, when they're making patterns for stuff from the UU matter, using the mass fabricators and that. And yeah, so I kept crashing constantly whenever I was making stuff. So I'm hoping that bug's gone now. This is some versions later, so yeah, I don't know. I was kind of putting it off, but I'll definitely want to get back into it because it's a cool mod that has some good stuff, and the high end armors and that are pretty good. So definitely want to try doing that. So yeah, I guess we'll see how we go. I think that's about it, I suppose. So yeah, that was an intro, and I might organise some stuff for some projects, like maybe sort out what I need for this, like the gravity gun and the spawner rooms, and we'll get like a tank set up for the mob essence that we'll get from it, because we'll set up a grinder, and then maybe use the mob essence for a second spawner, like we'll do an MFR auto spawner in the same room or something like that, so any extra mob essence we get can actually go toward making more blazes, and maybe we can use the blaze rods to fuel a second steam boiler. We can have a second steam boiler that just runs off blaze rods. That could be cool, something like that. I'm sure we'll figure it out. And yeah, I guess I'll see you next time. I better go and eat something before I die. So I'll see you next time. Bye.